Hey guys, Amy here, and welcome to my first cosplay tutorial video ever. So today I'm gonna show you how I made my Moana cosplay from the new Disney movie Moana. And I just want to warn you guys that I saw a lot of no-shoe cosplay tutorial or easy cosplay tutorial, and if you're looking for something like this, well, you're in the wrong place. Because this cosplay may look small, simple or easy, but I decided to give my best for that cosplay, so it's not gonna be easy if you want to do it the way I did it. I'm warning you, don't start like 2 weeks before the cons or 1 month before the con, because it took me 2 months to make my Moana cosplay, and I was working on it like non-stop for 2 months. So if you want to do your cosplay the way I did mine, please be sure you have enough time before your con, photo shoot or event to make the whole thing. If you're looking for easy cosplay, this is not the right video for you guys. I'm just warning you, but if you're just curious on how I did my Moana cosplay, please keep watching. For my Moana cosplay, the first thing I did was a grass skirt, and I'm gonna just show you it quickly to you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna show video of me making the cosplay, somewhere here. So it's gonna be easier for you to see what I did, but this is my Moana grass skirt. And I'm warning you, this is one of the things that took most of time doing, but I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. So this is my Moana grass skirt. Yay. Please, for this skirt, be sure to put it in a bag to protect it, because it's really, well, it gets really messy quickly, and you don't want to break it because you're gonna spend a lot of time making it. It took me 10 hours to do only the grass skirt. So I'm gonna show you now how I made the grass skirt. I'm sorry guys, I'm the kind of cosplayer that don't know the name of the fabric I'm using, so I'm gonna show you exactly which fabric I use for it, and I'm really sorry, I'm gonna try to put it maybe in the description if I ever find the word for the fabric, but I know this one is called jute in French, but I don't know in English the name of this fabric. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's not. I'm really sorry, I don't know. So basically what I did is I took, I think it was 4 meters or 5 meters. I think it was 4 meters of this fabric right here. Just gonna yeah. And all I did was pulling each thread until the end of the fabric, and I threw away the shorter ones, but all the long thread I kept them, and I just sew them together on the stretch fabric pieces, so it's easier to just put the skirt on and take it up. Something easier that I did is I was pulling each thread, but I kept like a little section here, and I just cut it. So you're not actually sewing each thread together, but the fabric itself, where all the threads are like loose. I was adding some more thread because it wasn't thick enough for my taste, but this is totally up to you guys. So I'm just keeping them in a big bag, and I can reuse them for other things or other cosplay. And while I'm talking about this, I use the same fabric to make the little I call them pon-pon that she has on her skirt. I'm gonna show you how I did it, but I used the exact same thing to make those. So yeah, this is the second thing you want to do for a skirt. the way I did it, I did embroidery, hand embroidery on it, and it's freaking long. It took forever to make. But I used a beige, like a white cream fabric, so it's not totally white, but it's not like totally beige either. With some little V design on it to try to recreate the design and the texture she has on her skirt. You want to make sure that the upper triangle are smaller than the other ones, and you want to make sure that the triangle she has on the bottom of her skirt are, there's little pieces of fabric that are longer than the triangle, but it's not the same thing for the upper triangle here. So just please be careful with that. And for the little thingy she has on her upper triangle, what I used is the same thread that I used for my grass skirt, and I was just cutting them, attach them together, and then secure it with hot glue, and I sew them on the triangle. So it looks like this. Sorry, I'm gonna try to show you guys. It looks like this. Yeah. And I did the exact same thing for the bottom triangle, but without the thingy she has here, and with longer fabrics on the end. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, how I did the skirt is I didn't film myself doing the skirt because it's pretty easy. All I did was I cut a rectangle piece of fabric. I use my mannequin here, but if you don't have one, you can just use yourself. I was just using the piece, putting the piece of fabric here, and be sure you're just folding the fabrics for the skirt. It's just a fold. Make it the way you want it to be on you, and you just cut it. That's basically what I did. That's why I didn't film myself, because I thought it was pretty easy to do. What I did for the flowers and the design here is hand embroidery. All I did was I draw a flower on a piece of paper, and then I just traced it on the fabric with some fabric chalk. And then I had fun hand embroidering all these flowers. I think I have 5. Yeah, I had 5 to do, plus the little design down here. But it's worth it. Ooh, next for Moana belt. So this is pretty easy. I didn't film myself either, because all I did was I took the same fabric I used for her top. It's a red-orange mixed color on a stretch fabric. Yeah, stretch this way. And I just cut a big rectangle piece, long enough to do the belt the way I wanted it to be. And for her little design she has here, I just used some puffy paint, and I just draw the line here, and that's it. You're done with Moana's belt. Now it's time for her top. So this is pretty long to do too, but since you're not doing the same thing over and over and over again, it was pretty okay. It was okay doing this. So I use the same, like I said, the same fabric I use for her belt, because it's the same color and it's obviously the same fabric. And all I did was I took the same fabric, but in a darker purple, red, wine color, and I just sew a big line in the middle of her top. And for the design she has here and here, it's just puffy paint. I was just drawing all the triangles she has here and the line. Same thing for the bottom, and I was done. For the flower, well, the little flower she has here, it's just paint. I mixed some pink paint, red paint, and some yellow paint, I think, yeah. And I mixed it together, and I just paint it on my fabric. While you're doing it, I think it's pretty helpful if you have a mannequin, because you can just put it on the mannequin and paint it, so it's gonna be stretchy enough for you to put the cosplay and take it off. But if you don't have any mannequin, please use like something like this. Well, here's paint, but just use this. Put it in the top and paint. But be careful that it's not too stretched, because paint isn't gonna be stretchy like your fabric. So if it's too stretched while you're painting it, it's not gonna fit once the paint dries. So be careful with that. For the seashells, you're gonna have fun making these, because yep, I didn't buy some real seashells. I made them one by one, and for this I think I have approximately 100 on her top. So for the seashells, I used some polymer clay that I bought at Michael's, sorry. I always say Michael's, but it's Michael's. I'm sorry, I bought that there, but I'm sure you can find some at your local craft store. Here, I use like half of this for all the seashells, and I have some more left. But yeah, while you're doing it, all I did was I did a little ball of clay, and I just pressed it with a toothpick. Yeah, toothpick. And with a knife, be careful. I just did all the little lines that the seashell has. And with the toothpick, just make 2 holes on the seashell, so you can actually sew it to your cosplay. Just repeat it like 100 times and you're done with the seashell. But after your seashells are hard enough, well, after you put them in the oven, be sure to paint them white to be sure they're all white and that there's nothing like dirty on it because of your fingers or the heat from the oven or anything like that. And then just use some shiny spray on top of the white paint and you're done! And then for the last thing on her top, I used fisher net, yeah, and I just glue it on the seashells. Okay, so the only thing left is Moana's necklace. There, like this. Basically, I use the same thing as the seashell. It's polymer clay, and I just made some pearl for the necklace and a big thingy here. I'm sorry, I don't know this name. Here, yeah. And I try to recreate the little pattern she has on her necklace. So it was pretty easy, and then I just attached them to the string here. Ta-da! The only thing more I had to my cosplay is Moana's shoes, because obviously she's not wearing any shoes during the movie, but you can't just go around bare feet at a con, so I used some shoes that I bought at Ardennes. They're the same color as my skirt, and I just glued some seashells on it to be a little bit more like what Moana would wear. So that was my Moana cosplay video tutorial, and I hope it was helpful to you guys, and I hope you did enjoy and liked it. And if you did, please let me know in the comments or just give it a like, and don't be shy to share it with your friends or with someone you know that is looking for to cosplay as Moana. If you're looking to cosplay Moana the way I did it and you're planning to use my cosplay tutorial video for your own cosplay, please make sure you have enough time to do and work on your Moana cosplay because it's pretty long. So please make sure you have enough time before the con, the shoot, or the event you're gonna attend as Moana. So yeah, that was it. And if you want me to do a more cosplay tutorial video, just let me know, and I'm gonna try to upload more video on my YouTube channel and help you guys with the cosplay I'm making. And if you're wondering for a Moana makeup video, I'm gonna be making one soon, but not now because I haven't had a proper shoot with my Moana cosplay, so I'm gonna wait for a proper shoot during the summer. So it's not gonna happen right now because we're in the middle of winter here, and I don't want to shoot Moana in the snow. But yeah, it's totally going to happen. So for now, I'm just gonna show you some pictures of the masquerade I did as Moana. And if you're looking in my convention vlog playlist on my channel, you can actually see my performance, my skin. I'm sorry, I can't speak English today. But yeah, and I'm pretty proud of it because I actually won best in class in the master category. So yay, I'm really happy. So yeah, that's it for my Moana cosplay tutorial video, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.